Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my Swtor brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today in a galaxy far, far, far away? If this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for all your Swtor fun news and some guides and updates right here, right now. My friends, 6.3 is going live. That is right, it is going live today, April 27th. Is the day that we've all been waiting for some freaking story content. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Hopefully it's not 10 minutes, because that would just suck. But the patch notes are here, and there is a lot to go over, my friends. So let's get into it. Let's dive in to the patch notes for 6.3. Here we go for Game Update 6.3, the new Flashpoint Secrets of the Enclave. Experience a new story and unearth secrets that brought Darth Margus to the Jedi Enclave ruins on Dantooine. Galactic Seasons, oh boy, we're going to see how this actually turns out. Yeah, we're going to do a whole nother video on the Galactic Seasons and all the in-depth detail stuff on it. And apparently they didn't listen at all to what some of us were trying to say. But we'll see how it goes. I might have to give Galactic Seasons a try and then give my judgment on it. We will see. It says, welcome to the first Galactic Season, The Stranger of Commando. Complete daily and weekly priority objectives to earn new rewards and more information here. For the Galactic Seasons, Double XP is coming for the May the 4th Be With You, which will run from May 4th to the 18th of May. And of course, Ranked PvP Season 14 is going live. To say today marks the beginning of Ranked PvP Season 14. Players who participated and earned bronze, silver, and gold rewards in Season 13 will find the rewards waiting in their mailboxes. Top 96 players will receive the rewards in the coming days. Season 13 ranked PvP rewards are now available on our PvP vendor, Gerada the Hutt on the Fleet. Now let's go through some general stuff right here. It's going to be in depth and in detail, so I'm not going to skip over some stuff. So the Onderon Explorer achievement is now working properly. The Legacy Stronghold limit has been increased to 20, up from 15. Updated the chat filler to help combat spam messages. That's nice. And they reduced the Legacy level requirements of the following convenience unlocks. Legacy Fleet Pass 1, 2, and 3 now require Legacy level 1, 5, and 10, down from 5, 10, and 15. Oh, I've got it all unlocked, so it doesn't even affect me anymore. Legacy Travel 1, 2, and 3 now require Legacy level 1, 5, and 10, also down from 5, 10, 15. Rocket Boost now requires Legacy level 1, down from 8. To be a new player. Improved Priority Transport, Personal Starship 1 now requires Legacy level 15. This is down from 30. Oh, man, they're really playing towards the newer players, and there are a lot of newer players. I think this is fine. This is great. Party on. Let's do this. All players now have access to displaying titles and unifying colors. The Day 7 Login Reward crate now correctly displays an icon. The chat command /sneeze now uses the sneeze emote as intended. Also, the chat command /bound now correctly plays the bound emote. They've also corrected the following issues with the emote window. Jumping after using an emote from the window no longer repeats the emote. The cartel marking window no longer pops back after the character jumps if the player previously selected a locked emote. The Customized Appearance tab no longer overlaps with the character sheet. Updated copy for the Customized Appearance options panel in German to avoid text overflow. I've been worried about that. And our offhands are now correctly displayed when inspecting a character. There is no longer an invisible amplifier list window preventing players from interacting with the game world while an Outfit Designer tab is active. And when we double click on the Nautilin to select a species when creating a Sith Marauder now works correctly. The alignment indicator no longer goes beyond the limit of certain values. The Companions and Contacts Windows hitbox has been adjusted to fit the window edges. The Legacy shortcut in the top menu is now always available even if the Legacy is not unlocked yet. Free to play and preferred status players no longer have higher credit costs at some vendors. Free-to-play restrictions are now correctly displayed when free-to-play players try to use the Who window. They've also corrected some environment issues. The southern part of the Jedi Library ruins on Ossus, near the elevator to Ossus City in the Scum of Villainy operation, in the central part of the Star Chamber in the north side of the Works area, and divided We Fall uprising, and above the ancient Sith crypt on Onderon. There is no longer a hole in the ground on the central side of the Axial Park next to a Cornet Zoo on Corellia. Oh darn, they filled in the hole? That's nice. I'm really glad they did that. It's been like 10 years, but party on. Added a force field in the Tenebras hangar deck to prevent players from falling under the map. That would be unfortunate. Fixed graphics issues on the sign at the entrance of Okara Droid Factory on Balmora. Oh, good. I know these are a lot of these things were all things we were really worried about. Cartel Market, the MTX Pack Explorers tabs now display correctly in German. Good. I'm glad our German brothers and sisters aren't confused anymore. They also fixed the following visual issues on the cybernetic pauldron's chest guard. The shoulder pads no longer stretch from the character's head on all body types, turns to the side. The skirt on the back of the chest guard now lies more smoothly on female characters. To alleviate clipping issues, facial hair is now hidden on all male body. Whoa. Why would you even? Why? Facial hair is amazing. I'm quitting. I'm done. We're done. Now go back. Okay, fine. Facial hair apparently is now hidden on all male body types on every race that has a beard feature when wearing the following helmets: Cybernetic Pauldron's headgear and the Force Pilgrim's mask, excluding mustaches. You know what? Come on. It's not my fault the beard is far more powerful than these things. Come on, just the same. Hashtag don't hate beards. The tooltip of the Patient Defender's armor set is in the collections, and storefront now correctly mentions that it has two types of chest pieces. Corrected the following issues on the Patient Defender's armor set. The Patient Defender's helmet is no longer clipping with the ears of Cathar species on body types 1, 2, and 3. The Patient Defender's helmet is no longer clipping with ratatatatas piercings on all body types. The cape from the Patient Defender's chest piece is no longer clipping with the rest of the armor on all body types. That is good. I'm glad to know that. They've also corrected several issues on the Force Pilgrim's armor set to alleviate clipping issues. The Miralaka's mask are now hidden from when wearing the Force Pilgrim's mask on all body types. The Force Pilgrim's hood no longer clips with the character's skin on all body types. That's good, because they do have some problems when it comes to clipping in this game, let me tell you. Items in recovery or economy, the refund timer of eligible items no longer pauses while the player is offline. Oh, that's good. Remove the incorrect decoration listing of Datacron Dark versus Light under Furniture/Arrangements. And they changed the Infamous Mercenary armor set to Infamous Bounty Hunter armor set in collections and on the storefront in order to match the item name. Preferred players can now equip their characters with items over eye level 270, Spoils of War Premium, and Prototypes items as intended. The character rename item now correctly allows names of special characters or diacritics, yes. Now we got some class and combat for your Jedi Sentinel Tacticals combat. The Fanged God from Tactical no longer mentions rage instead of focus in the tooltip, because that's a completely different class. Jedi Consular, the Sage, the Inner Strength passive ability now has an actual icon. For you smugglers, you Gunslinger and Gunslinger Tacticals, dirty fighting. Is there any other? I mean, if you're a Gunslinger, are you gonna fight fairly? I don't think so. Let's see, for your dirty fighting tacticals, the Ultraviolet Blast Tactical has been redesigned and its effect has changed to Hemorrhaging Blast finishes off all your directly applied bleed effects on the target at once, dealing all their remaining damage. While the target is affected by Hemorrhaging Blast, Wounded Shots converts your lingering bleed effects on the target into the original bleed effects. Hemorrhaging Blast cooldown is increased by 6 seconds. For you Imperial agents out there, your sniper, for your sniper tacs or virulence tacticals, the Ultraviolet Blast Tactical has been redesigned and its effect has changed to thus. Weakening Blast finishes off all directly applied poison effects on the target at once, dealing all the remaining damage. While the target is affected by Weakening Blast, Cull converts your lingering poison effects on the target into the original poison effects. Weakening Blast cooldown has been increased by 6 seconds. Trooper Commando. I like to go Commando. And for your tacticals, the extra damage from the Energized Charges Tactical is now correctly applied to all those people who go Commando. Flashpoints, the General. The following Flashpoint missions can now be shared in story mode: Assault on Tython, Battle of Elam, Battle of Rishi, Blood Hunt, Boarding Party, The Essels, The Foundry, The False Emperor, Korriban Incursion, Maelstrom Prison, and Tarl 5. Activity Finder no longer matches players below level 75 with flashpoints that they can't access, including Objective Meridian and the Spirit of Vengeance. The Spirit of Vengeance can kiss my butt, but they have fixed it, as we will see here. Lost Island and Karen Under Siege have returned to the Activity Finder in Veteran mode starting at level 50. Now with flashpoints, Karen Under Siege, Mel Errara, is no longer below the platform, preventing players from interacting with her in the Karen Under Siege flashpoint. For you Star Fortress buffs out there, the Star Fortress bosses in Veteran mode are now correctly dropping loot. That's nice, because you don't want to kill a boss and then not drop anything, because then that sucks. Fix an issue that could cause the Emperoress encounter to break if reinforcement waves from the elevators are killed too quickly. Star Fortress Heroic mode is now rewarding credits in addition to experience and renown points. The Spirit of Vengeance. Now, this has been a flashpoint from 6.2 something, that has been a pain in everyone's butt, because why? Like, the silver iconed mobs out there, just why are there so many? Just make it stop. Just why? Fire the person who made this. Players defeated by the Ashad sharpshooter trap no longer respawn at the beginning of the Spirit of Vengeance flashpoint, preventing them from progressing in the flashpoint. Players are no longer stuck in combat with the Ashad sharpshooters after falling through the trapdoor in the Spirits of Vengeance flashpoint. Bask Sun is no longer using the Skytrooper death explosion animation in the Spirit of Vengeance flashpoint. Who went, you know what, that's a different animation. I'm going to complain about it. Corrected Gorga Brock's behavior in the Spirit of Vengeance flashpoint. Master mode, Gorga Brock is now immune to interrupts. Gorga Brock now only gains a stack of stand and fight if the player escapes his immobilize effect while using full auto. Hedda Cole is now properly spawning the loot chest after being defeated. That's nice. Trara Ajak is no longer missing the visual effects of the Songbird Valley and Songbird Salvo projectiles in the Spirit of Vengeance flashpoint. I don't understand why they keep, this is titled Spirit of Vengeance flashpoint. You don't need to keep beating the horse. We know what flashpoint you're talking about. They also made the following balance adjustments to the Spirit of Vengeance flashpoint, unless you were confused by what flashpoint we were talking about, for solo story and solo mode. Now, this is good. This is what we've been asking for. Reduce damage of Gorga Brock and Bask Sun. They also reduce the health of strong and elite enemies. Good. And players are now bolstered in these modes. Finally. At the same time, I'm like, where's Jesus Bot? Isn't Jesus Bot with us? Why can't he save me right now? Come on. Now in operations, the Nature of Progress fixed an issue where the lit neutralizer flare would stop functioning if the player who threw it moved more than 70 millimeters away from the initial position in the Nature of Progress operation. Well, duh. Okay, for those who write these patch notes, when you have operations, subtitle the Nature of Progress, you don't need to keep saying Nature of Progress. You don't. We already know what you're talking about. Just stop. The Apex Vanguard now becomes angry if players attempt to run it from while ignoring Darkness Override. I don't know, I kind of like that movie, it was great. And the Nature of Progress operation, obviously. Corrected the following issues on the ventilation station in the nature of, early activation of the ventilation station within a specific timing window no longer breaks the red Venom Cloud mechanic for the remainder of the encounter. They also reduce the active duration of the ventilation station to 10 seconds to align with the visual duration of the spinning fans. Uprisings! Healing terminals and uprisings now have names. Yay! I hope one is called Bob. Galactic Starfighter remote slicing now requires line of sight, and the amount of engine drain suffered is reduced by half. Missions and NPCs. World bosses now reward 25 tech fragments and 1 world boss equipment crate to each player at level 75 instead of being shared amongst all players. Stupid sharing. Sharing's dumb. The mission indicator for the step rendezvous with Zenith, the Jedi Consular's mission, passing the torch, now points correctly to the next step. Added an indicator to the usable data pad to increase its visibility at the step returned to Lana Benico on the Vakian space dock in Forged Alliance Part 3 mission. The ship blaster fire is now correctly displayed in the space battle during Echoes of Oblivion. A duplicate Kara Carson no longer appears at the Speak with Kara Carson step of Echoes of Oblivion. I don't know. Kara Carson, she might have a twin. Just saying. Just saying. I wouldn't argue. I would be okay with that. I would take them both out to dinner. The NPC Sandor is no longer flying above the ground on Drummond Cost because he lost all his powers. Players without a current target no longer continually auto-target nearby friendly NPCs who are engaged in combat in Chapter 8, End Times of Knights of the Eternal Throne. The text of Space Combat Mission Rewards now correctly mentions Renown points instead of Command points. And the War Zones general PvP brackets have been merged into 2 brackets instead of 3, 1 through 74 and 75. After several performance adjustments bringing them more on par with the classic, Hutball map Queshball and Vanden Hutball are now back in the PvP map rotation. It is no longer possible to get stuck on the terminals in Tatooine Canyon area mounts. Map. Come on, Boomy. Fix a typo in the description of Season 3 Mount Achiever Achievement. Yep. That's a word. PvP large target dummies from the following locations no longer incorrectly have expertise applied. Starter planets, capital worlds, fleets, and your personal ships. Characters will with lower than I rating 306 gear no longer have higher stats than characters in 306 I rating gear in PvP modes. Mandalorian Battle Ring Arena has been temporarily removed from the PvP arena rotation while we investigate reports of players randomly dying throughout the area. And events, All Worlds Ultimate Swoop Rally. There is now an animation in the daily cinematics for pit screamers for the following planets: Onderon, Dantooine, and Tatooine. Nar Shaddaa Nightlife Event, which is coming because it's summer. The Nightlife Event decoration Floor Trap Fire is now correctly lined up with the Stronghold hooks. And for the Conquest people out there, since we all are now Conquest people apparently, guild commendations are now rewarded for completed planetary invasions during the next Conquest event. Infinitely repeatable Conquest objectives in the personal Conquest window are now correctly updated to match the achievement tracker. Well, there you have it, my friends, the patch notes in detail of 6.3, The Dark Descent. That is right, it is coming. We are getting some story mode. We're going to play with Malgi-Poo and all that fun jazz. And I am looking forward to it. And we get to see Erin. She is from, I believe, the Betrayed series, the Betrayed book of the Swtor. I have it on Audible. It's a great one. And she's back. Party on. I like how they're bringing stuff from the books into the game. I think they should continue to do such things. That is great. I'm looking forward to this patch, my friends. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, when it comes to Galactic Seasons, there was released today a giant swath of information on it. We'll go over it. I want to test it out some more on the live server, see how it is, because the test servers are, well, the test servers. So once it goes live, we're going to test it out a little bit, and then we'll do a video on it here. So stay tuned. My friends, again, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I like reading all the things. And make sure you hit that like button. The more likes we get, it definitely does help out the channel. Make sure you hit the share button and that bell notification button as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to become part of the family here at Boomy Nation, the freak show of YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And don't forget, my friends, remember to be kind. It's about community, and we will. And don't forget to spay and neuter your Wookiees. That's most important. And we'll see you later, my friends. Good day.